Hey guys, welcome back to Hand of Fate 2. We're going to be continuing on from where we left off last. And yeah, we're just going to jump straight into it. We're going to jump up here.
Celebrations in aid of what? You see how quickly the actions of the usurper are turned into tales for children.
Nearing the sleepy hamlet of Dulwich, you find the villagers in the midst of some kind of celebration. Much of the activity concerns a large paper and wood statue depicting a fearsome warrior looming triumphantly over a prone lizardman. Let's follow the parade. The parade ends in the town square. You watch as the villagers take turns smashing the statue with a club and gathering the food and gold that spills out. A local notices your interest and asks if you'd like a turn. We're going to join in. Hopefully get a huge success here, as you saw, and hopefully get a lot of money. If I'd gone with that one. The club strikes the chest of the treat-laden beast. Some gold falls out. You survey the spores and try to scoop them up before anyone else can. So we've got a 50-50 chance of getting nothing here, and we got nothing. Before you can gather anything, a young child shovels the bounty into a basket and scampers off. With your turn over, you leave. Well, we've been less than successful, unfortunately. We're going to go back. We're going to do this one.
Water is a symbol for the many thoughts that churn beneath the surface. What is it you're thinking of? What concern is worrying at your mind? Let it fall into the waters beneath.
While crossing a stone bridge, you suddenly find yourself confronted by a villainous band. I can't speak today. You could stand and fight the fiends, or throw yourself to the mercy of the river below. For steel. Let's just stand and fight. Why not? This would be an interesting way to kick it off. Why not? Looks like 4 sort of soldiers. Guard. The first line of defense against any who would question the Empire. Empire enemies wear armor that reduces damage by 3, rendering light weapons less effective. So we've got a heavy weapon, so it shouldn't be too bad here. We should be able to... shouldn't be getting much. Well, I think we are still taking, obviously, the damage reduction, but we can get the crit off a lot more often with our heavy weapon. And these guys aren't too difficult, so... yeah, so that fight wasn't that hard either. We managed to clean them up quite quickly. Just to be expected. Especially this early in the game. Having spilled your enemy's blood, you search the bodies for anything useful. Ooh, we gained some equipment and a shield.
A simple defense. You can do better given time.
So we gained a bit of food as well, which is always helpful. So, go on to the last bit.
Here we come to the end of the beginning. Running errands for mages. This will become a theme, I dare say.
You arrive at Myrebridge as the sun begins to dip below the horizon. You find Malaclips pursuing a selection of cheeses by the market. If it isn't my good friend and adventurer. Did you bring the gold? Vignus has arranged to meet at the graveyard. We'll go straight to the graveyard. Might as well. You wonder whether the spot was chosen for its seclusion or the easy body disposal. Vignus greets Malaclips with a sly grin. Looks like you turned up after all, with a lackey in tow. We had our doubts, you know. Vignus cracks his knuckles and giggles. Well now, Malaclips, convince me, what's to stop me cutting off your hand today? You reveal your gold as Malaclips scrounges in his pockets for some too. The skimpy satchel of coins lands at Vignus' feet with a clink that echoes in the dead silence of the cemetery. Things didn't go quite as planned, Malaclips says, worry obvious in his voice. It's tough times all over. Purse strings are tighter than ever. I'm sorry, Mal, Vignus grins. The guild bosses can't allow debts to go unpaid, especially from a heretic like you. No. This has got sort of like a special enemy in this one, I think. Or at least a new type of enemy. So it'll be interesting to see how well this goes. see, we're going to learn about him here. Bigness the Craze. Treacherous and greedy, a dangerous combination. Anarchists throw flaming bombs that cause fire damage. Your armor's no use to you here. So yeah, he's a sort of... This is like the boss fight, basically. We're going to try and invade his... We're going to try and deal with his lackeys first. Oh, I thought I was out of that, but apparently not. Ooh. Use our crit on him. Jump out of that. See, obviously these fights are a bit harder because it's a boss fight. Still not too bad though. It's pretty easy still. Dealing with him isn't too much harder than most. Execute him here. And one final blow to the last one and he's gone. So that should be the first mission complete. The first area, anyway. Malaclip scratches his chin thoughtfully. It seems you could do with some savvy to help you navigate these tricky matters of diplomacy, like maybe killing everyone wasn't the best idea. Come, let us discuss our partnership over an ale or two. I mean, hey, they wanted to kill us. So, we got an extra sort of coin here that we can open.
Challenge, and now we can move on to the next.
And so here we get to pick some out of 2 cards, and I think they have equipment. Cardinal Blade. Oh no, sorry, we get both of them. The Cardinal Blade and the Bastion of Purification, and then I think these are cards that we can use later on. Yeah. Befriending Malaclips. Let's see. Malaclip's Problem. So yeah, these are all sort of cards, and I think you can make like a deck with them, sort of thing to help you later on in the game.
Welcome to my challenges. Together we will traverse 22 paths of wisdom and despair in the hope of awakening.
So on to the next bit, the Magician. So we're gonna go with a recommended deck here, because I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing with that just yet. So we'll just go with the recommended.
Take their recommendations if you wish. They will be sufficient for now.
Alright.
For 100 years I have thought about nothing but the game. I was defeated. It is true. I became complacent long before then. I thought I knew everything about the game and what it could be. Now you see before you the extent of my research. I have crafted this game anew.
Your conversation with a fur trader is interrupted. Malaclip arrives in a flurry. The Whispers speak of trouble at the edge of the Empire. The town of Westwind is suffering against the Blight. Find out more about Westwind. What do you want to know? Empire protection. A small garrison is meant to be protecting the town, but apparently they are all either dead, missing, or drunk. Let's not ask too much. Let's just go. You return to the markets and ask if any traders headed to Westwind. Might need an escort. There are 3 options. A stone wagon, a food wagon, or a weaponsmith. Let's go with the food wagon, because if we get stuff, then... I mean, we're sort of running a bit low on food. A food wagon headed to a nearby wedding offers you a ride. They give you some food in exchange for not taking you the whole way. So, yeah, we get a bit of extra food from that. You arrive at the town of Westwind. To defend the town, you'll need to locate as many Empire soldiers as you can before the Blight invades. So we have to sort of recruit soldiers by the looks.
Commerce thrives in even the most unusual of locations.
The shopkeeper nods at you nods to you as you enter. Adventurer, how's the world out there? Buy equipment or buy food? We don't have a hell of a lot of gold, but I think buying... Let's check what equipment he's got. He might have something better that we want. I don't know sort of how good those are, because I know that I think we've got them. No, we don't. I think we can use them. But yeah. So we won't buy anything yet. We'll just sort of go on.
In my day, thieves kept their distance. None would pickpocket a mage for fear of failure, or worse, success.
The market bazaar is a hive of activity. Traders from across the lands call out to passerby to sell their wares. As the sun beats down on the crowded street, you pause briefly to draw water from a fountain. You feel something tug on the inside of your tunic. Turning quickly, you discover a pickpocket making off some of your belongings. You jump to your feet and catch a glimpse of the thief as they weave through the crowd. So hopefully here we can get a huge success. We're gonna go for this one. Perfect. The thief is nimble, but you manage to gain on them as they negotiate the crowd. With the thief almost at arm's reach, they knock over a barrel of apples in an attempt to hinder you. So we're gonna have to roll here. This is gonna be an extremely hard roll. We're gonna have to re-roll both of those. Hope like hell we get a lot better. Fortunately, we got that one. Ones are never good. Apples roll across the ground in front of you and you lose your footing and land squarely on your back. The thief gets away. You dust yourself off and continue on your journey. So unfortunately, we lost 5 gold there. And we failed the challenge, so we didn't get the coin.
Always treat those who feed you with respect. Even I stand by this rule, and I have respect for few.
You chance upon a wooden cart overflowing with pears, pies, and many items otherwise. A wonderful smell wafts from the cart. From the carts? Malaclypse shakes his head. Poor old Chester. This is why you should never be seduced by the wiles of woman. Coin slave. They'll break your heart and leave you selling your lemon tarts with little business sense. The old farmer hawks his wares to passer-by. Tarts, pies, and exotic lies. Chester nods glumly as you approach. What would you like to buy on this terribly dreary morning? Some tarts? Seems that Chester's terrible mood has warded off many customers today. He considers a towering stack of tarts before he finally decides on a price. And so we've got to, I guess, sort of play for the price. Yeah, we don't have that much gold, unfortunately, so we can't. Chester seems strangely affronted at this. He takes the tart from your hands and coldly asks you to leave. Oh, well. We're not doing too well so far.
The Empire reaches too far. The North has gone from a loose collection of tribes to something to truly fear.
You find some Imperial soldiers strung up by Northerners. Considering I think we're meant to be fighting them, or trying to free these guys, we're going to fight for their freedom. You ready your weapon. So one-handed weapons are recommended against Northerners. You can change equipment in your inventory.
Let's see if the mage can help you here.
Even though one-handers are recommended, for some reason I'm going to try a two-hander anyway. We're going to see how much of a mistake that is, I guess. And we're also going to see how useful Malaclypse is. Malaclypse, a magician, a jester, and a vagabond. When activated, Malaclypse casts a protective spell on you that can block a single hit. So that's quite useful. So R is your companion. Holy shit. Okay, I can see why. So these guys are a little tougher because you can't actually dodge them as well. But they're not too bad. They're quite easy to actually take down as well. Even with a two-hander. Like even with the two-hander, even though it's recommended to use a one-hander, that was still pretty easy. So we'll see what we get here.
Compass. It indicates the truth of all directions.
There's rusting, can be sold exchange, heavy. So even though it's got more damage, I think we are going to switch to the Cardinal Blade. 8 blades. The truth has been activated. Blades cause 20 damage or 40 damage to corrupted. So yeah, we're gonna switch to the Cardinal Blade because that seems better, and it's only a 1 damage drop. With the Northerners dead, you free the soldiers, you gain 2 recruits. So I think we get gold or something for that, which that'll be good in the end. Unfortunately, we don't have another. Oh, no, yeah. So we don't have another shield, unfortunately. But we'll go for the Cardinal Blade.
Here we begin to see one of the small ways I've changed the game. Each challenge differs both in their rules and their objectives. Even those cards which were once the stairs now vary per challenge, as you will see.
The West Wind Tower bell chimes fervorously. The town crier bellows. There's corrupted inside the town. They broke through the sewers and into Louse Lane. Our brave soldiers have gone down there to sort it out. You arrived to find West Wind's few remaining soldiers huddled at the entrance to its poorest area, Louse Lane. We cannot let the corruption spread. For the good of the town, we must dispose of anyone who has been tainted, even a little. Join the soldiers or keep exploring? Let's join the soldiers. I'm not going to bother too much with exploring. You join the fight against the corrupted. So I think with fighting the corrupted, there's a chance that you can contract the plague if you get hit, or just even while fighting them. So I mean, contracting the plague wouldn't be a good thing. So let's hope like hell that we don't. Inflicted. The first touches of corruption bring forth the darkest elements of their victims. Inflicted enemies are feeble, causing them to become knocked down when health is low. Use a finisher before they recover. We've got our Cardinal Blade here. We'll see how well this is this one. We'll get Malka's shield. Oh. Yeah, forgot to block there. Less than good. That's like the special ability we can use, which that's quite cool actually. But yeah, these guys are quite easy. Ooh, and we'll just finish them off. So yeah, that fight again. Most of the fights so far have been quite easy. I'd expect that they get a bit harder as we progress. With the corrupted threat removed, you've ensured that these soldiers survive to aid the town's defense. So we gained 4 new recruits. The soldiers help you scavenge what you can from the remains of the poor souls taken by the corruption. So an armory gain. We got the Bastion of Purification.
More ways than one.
So we'll definitely be using this. It's a better shield than what we currently had, and we got 20 gold, which is quite good. But anyway, guys. This is where I'm going to end it for today. So next video we'll be continuing on the Magician. Hopefully get through the Magician, get to the end of it. But anyway, I've been Aliaz. If you liked the video, please consider obviously giving it a like, leaving me a comment and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.